Hey guys, Cosby here, and welcome to a new video today. Today we'll be going through the Team of the Year voting, and we're going to do our own vote today as well. I'm also going to leave a link where you guys can vote your players as well, or you can just leave them in the comments. We're going to see what gets voted the most and stuff like that, so I'll try and do that as good as I can. But anyway guys, what we're going to do is we're going to get into this, and we're going to start off with the goalkeepers. With the goalkeepers, you were able to vote between Buffon, De Gea, Lloris, Navas, and Oblak. Personally, I do believe Buffon has had the best season, obviously getting his team into the Champions League final. He did make some very good saves leading up to the Champions League final as well, so I do believe that is a massive factor as to why he should be getting it, and that is why I put him in my team. De Gea was a close second, but once again, he didn't actually have the best of the season when you look back at it. You look at the stats, who made more saves per games, all that stuff, more saves per goals, and it was always Buffon who beat everyone else in this list. And De Gea, you look what he done, and you could say he won the Europa League, but he didn't really play too many games in the Europa League. They won the League Cup, but once again, you've got to look at De Gea's involvement in all that, and in their league campaign, they didn't do too great, and that's where De Gea played the majority of his games, so you can't really give it to De Gea in my opinion, and obviously Buffon had a very, very good season. We're moving on to the fullbacks next, and this you had the likes of Jordi Alba, Marcos Alonso, Dani Alves, Valencia, Carvajal, Kimmich. You had Felipe Luis, Marcelo, Alexandre, and Kyle Walker. And we're going to start with the left back because I do believe this is the easiest one to call. And the left back that we are going to go for is Marcelo. I do believe he's the best left back in the world, and he by far deserves to be in this team more than anyone else. And moving on now, we are going to go with the right back, and this one was a bit harder. There was two players I was torn between. That was Kimmich and Dani Alves. Dani Alves is obviously one of the highest performing best right backs we've ever seen, and Kimmich has had a really, really good season, surprising to many. And I didn't really know how to vote, so I put it out on Twitter, this one, and most of you guys did say Dani Alves, so that is who we have gone with on the right back. Moving on though to the centre back, we'll go with the first centre back, and it's got to be the best centre back in the world right now. And that is Sergio Ramos. He's such a quality centre-back, obviously doing really well for Real Madrid. Obviously, I will say I'm not the biggest fan of him due to how he cheats. But yeah, you know, you can't do too much about that. And yeah, so that is who we've gone for the other centre-back. And then the fourth centre-back that we are going to go for, though, is... the fourth defender we're going to go for is going to have to be Bonucci. Bonucci had a quality season, and he's just tearing... well, not tearing it up, but he's doing really, really well for himself, and I do believe he will get that. All these players were in the actual Team of the Year vote. Not everyone in the squad is, but this is my opinion, and they should have got that Team of the Year vote as well. That's my opinion. Moving on though to the first centre mid of the squad. This is a bit of a well, not a surprising one in my opinion, but this is someone that I think deserved to be in the Team of the Year but didn't get it, and that is Kante. There's like Thiago, Dele Alli, Casemiro, De Bruyne, Eriksen, Forsberg, Iniesta, Isco, Kante, Kroos, Modric, Nainggolan, Robben, Verratti, and Dybala up for this. And I do believe Kante had a very, very good season, obviously winning Player of the Year for the Premier League, I do believe it was. Yeah, he won Player of the Year for the Premier League with Chelsea. Obviously won the league and did really well. And he came from Leicester, so he won back-to-back leagues as well. No, we're not counting the Leicester season, but he did have a really good season with Chelsea nonetheless, and I do believe he did deserve to be in this team as well. And obviously with the rest of them, we'll run through these guys. So you've got Thiago, very good midfielder, but I don't think he deserves to be in it. Dele Alli, good midfielder, doesn't deserve it at all. Casemiro, good midfielder, doesn't deserve it. De Bruyne would deserve it for like the next Team of the Year, but right now, no, because obviously he didn't perform like the way he is now last season. He obviously has started really well off this season and all that. Then you've got Eriksen, no. Forsberg, no. Iniesta possibly could get it. Isco possibly could get it. Kroos, Modric possibly. And Nainggolan possibly. Apart from that, I'm going to have to say no for everyone else. But when moving on into the next midfielder, we do have ourselves Luka Modric. I do believe he's a very, very good midfielder. Probably one of the best ones out there, and a very good partnership with Kroos, who is actually the other Team of the Year that I've gone for. I do believe Kroos does deserve to be in the Team of the Year as well, and that is I'll put him in there. So far we've got Buffon, Marcelo, Sergio Ramos, Bonucci, Dani Alves, Kante, Modric, and Kroos guys in this team, and I do think this will be a nice team here as well. You've got some good links you can get in this team. And then we'll move over to the left wing spot. Obviously most of you know what's coming here. Cristiano Ronaldo does deserve it. One of the best players in the world right now. Obviously he did win the Ballon d'Or. Whether he deserved it or not is controversial. And then moving over to the right wing spot, we do have Lionel Messi. So Messi and Ronaldo should both be in this, as they are the two best players in the world right now. Without a doubt, and they, in my opinion, who should be in this spot. And then the striker spot was a bit of a harder one to judge, because if we go up to the forwards, you had the likes of Suarez, Sanchez, Neymar, Cavani, Mertens, Mbappe, Lukaku, Lewandowski, Kane, Hazard, Griezmann, Coutinho, and Aguero. And in my opinion, the only player that really does deserve this more than anyone else is Harry Kane, due to the amount of goals he scored. And I'm an Arsenal fan saying this, scored the most goals, very good season, like collectively for himself. Obviously didn't win any trophies, but it's not always about winning the trophies, but it is a little bit as well, in my opinion. As you have to work well as a team to be a good player. You can't just like do well. I think But yeah, that would be the only thing that stops him. The trophies would be the only thing that stops him getting a card. But I do think he deserves it, just the amount of goals he scored. He scored more goals than anyone else. But that is my full team of the year, guys. So you do have the Buffon, Marcelo, Sergio Ramos, Bonucci, Kante, Modric, Kroos, Ronaldo, Messi, and Harry Kane up front. That is my team of the year, guys. Let me know what you think about this. Let me know what your team of the year is in the description below, or not the description, in the comments below. And there's going to be votes in the description where you can vote on who you think should get team of the year. I will leave one for the goalkeepers, defenders, midfielders, and attackers. I'll make it so you can vote a certain amount. But anyway, guys, I hope you have enjoyed this video. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.